What's up, guys? Welcome back to another privlege stream. Hope you guys are enjoying your mid-ish Friday afternoon. And today we are continuing with our FC26 Newcastle United managerial career mode. Now, playing legendary mode sliders are fair, only allowed to buy 2 to 3 players per season. We are almost 3/4 through the second season. In my first season, I won the Premier League, FA Cup and Carabao Cup after buying Lookman and Van der Ven, lost in the Champions League final. This season, win every competition again, win the Carabao Cup final, the FA Cup round 5, the Champions League round of 16, and first in the Premier League. After 24 games, we have only lost 2 games in all competitions in the Premier League against Liverpool 1-0 and City 2-1. Lookman is the Premier top scorer, but I just want to start on this. 3 points above Arsenal. All as square. We are a good 8 points above City, so I think we've got a decent pillow of comfortability over them. But if we drop any more points, then they can catch up to us. But I think the real battle is between us and Arsenal. Last season it was between us and City. We edged it. This season it's between us and the Gunners. Pressure is for tyres. You've heard of that before. You haven't heard. That is also a privilege, which is displayed in my title, because, listen, pressure in this title, I'm mainly talking about the title race. I know we're aiming for the quadruple this season and we're on track to doing so, despite being a long way from doing it. But the Premier League is where the pressure really is at the moment for Newcastle. After losing to Liverpool at some point last stream, they sit themselves only 3 points top of the league when they were 6 or 7 at one point. But the pressure are for tyres, because you could say, oh, you're a professional footballer, it's a game, it's a video game, we need to keep pushing, we shouldn't bother about the pressure, we just need to keep on winning. However, pressure is also a privilege, because pressure eggs you on, pressure encourages you to stay at the top and gives high stakes, high consequences. And for Newcastle, they really do need to try and push 4, 5, 6 or maybe more points above Arsenal in the next few months. As it stands, we are in the early days of February. In this stream, we will be in the early days of March. Our first game is against 14th place Ipswich at home. A bit more of a comfortable game to breeze us through in the Premier League. Last stream started off on the wrong foot, drawing in the Champions League 1-1. Regardless of that, getting through to the Champions League round of 16 with that draw, losing to Liverpool 1-0 in the league, only our second loss in all competition this season. But then the last 3 games, winning against Slavia 4-3, Everton 3-1, and going through to the Carabao Cup final after beating Villa 2-1 aggregate, 1-0 in the second leg of the semi-finals, 1-0. Today, 5 games to play at the very least, 6 maximum. We have 4, potentially 5 Premier League games. And the only easy 2 games I see today is the game against Ipswich at home in the Prem, and in the FA Cup round 5 against Hull City away from home. The other 3 games aren't easy, against Forest away, Fulham away, Chelsea at home, massive Premier League games for the title. And if we can get there, we can play against City away in the last game of this stream, the only team to beat us this season, bar Liverpool. So today's stream is mostly focused on the Premier League title race, and if we can stay clear of Arsenal, and how, if we do stay clear of Arsenal, how much can we stay clear of Arsenal? Anthony Elanga suspended. He will not be playing. I think he's gotten too many yellow cards, and I'm not surprised after recently. So we're going to have to play Jake Murphy on the bench, and we're going to have to start Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes, who did have a part to play, who was a chess piece on the board for a period of last season, 2 to 3 months when Gordon was injured. However, he got overshadowed by Murphy, and since then he doesn't get too much game time. But either way, playing at home against Ipswich, St James's Park. We've only lost here once in all competitions this season. We lost against Liverpool away from home, if you remember. Big game. We can't underestimate our opponents, whether they're 14th or not. We've got to remain pretty diligent, flexible. And I think last stream we were behind too early, too much in games. We have to change that today. Arda Lookman still is the Premier League top scorer and has been all of this season and all last season. Got a super team, we really do. I've said many times this team is better than the team of last season. I don't doubt that at all. Here we go. The Premier League title race is boiling up. The pressure is building. The tension is skyrocketing. And the climax is almost at its peak. Adamada Lookman, 29 goals, imperious form, the leading marksman. Newcastle edged the league on the second to last match day 37, beating City on match day 24, and it's all still to play for, only 3 points ahead of Arsenal, and that's only because we beat them a few streams to go 2-1. That loss to Liverpool just setting us back a bit. We responded since then with a 3-1 winning at Everton. What can we do against 14th place Ipswich at St James's Park? The onus is, we have to win this. Anthony Elanga suspended today. We've got Barnes to replace him anyway. It's Trent, and an early run for Harvey Barnes here. And Barnes is going to go up here. He's done pretty well, to say the least. Look, we're battling with O'Shea. Oh, and we almost won it back, Barnes. He probably should have in the end. Trent, lovely, really nice. Oh, I was going to say really nice. It was nice. And then he blindly gives it away. It's good pressing by Newcastle. Trent, lovely. Lookman looking forwards. He's looking positive. Couldn't quite reach Gordon. Newcastle's press is so good. This is why their attack is so good. They don't give up in games. Only to lose 2 games in all competitions over halfway through the season so far is brilliant. Oh, they might be in a bit of trouble here though. O'Shea. Will Jimenez going past him. And really good challenge as Van der Ven gets it clear. Barnes, lovely touch. He's looking direct. He's snarling forward with vicious intent. He's got the captain and the right back alongside. Alexander Arnold's got space. Eyes at the post. It had to fall kindly for Anthony Gordon. Wow, wow, wow. A timely start. A timely moment in the title fight. Anthony Gordon. One of his easier finishes, but he pounds it in the pouring rain. Come on. And Ipswich undermount down early on. Trent hit it with surety and off the post. Gordon couldn't miss, could he? His season, he's had a skyrocketing season, and that's brilliant compared to how good last season was. 17 goals in 25 Premier League appearances. That is impeccable. And Newcastle oblige an early lead, oblige the 3 points in the title fight. An early lead is always positive for Newcastle, as when they lead early in games, they barely ever lose. Van der Ven's there. Carabao Cup final, FA Cup round 5, Champions League round of 16. Over halfway through the Premier League, we're doing very good at the moment. Shot in! And Nunes hits it wide. Certainly a better team than last season in terms of our winning to losing ratio. That's a nice challenge, but that's not a foul. On the number 32, I can't believe he's going to get a card for that. I really can't believe it. I know Newcastle do make some reckless around rational challenges. That's the only thing that I can criticise our team of this season, discipline. But that's never a yellow card. It's actually a good tackle. Even if it is a foul, it gets ball. It's never a yellow. It's a poor decision from the ref. And Hall now has to be careful. Another free kick for Ipswich. Back to back. Somehow works off and Burns. Well, earlier on in the season when we faced Ipswich, it took us till the 89th minute to beat them. Slope is better this time. Nick Pope had a bit of a scramble. Well, I do remember that Aaron Ramsdale was in goal for the whole of last season. He's brilliant. He went back on loan to Southampton, and Nick Pope has been really good for us this season as well. So both goalkeepers doing brilliant so far. Here's Hall. Gordon, Lookman. Oh, he should have made the run again, Gordon. You should have seen his goal against Marseille last stream. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Did a Gareth Bale at the Camp Nou sort of goal. Equalise. Just got to hold our nerves here. Ipswich having a bit more of the ball than I would have liked. Especially after going 1-0 up. It's really good defending, actually. It's Gordon, and he's just going to hesitate, which may not be the best idea, but he is rampaging up here. It's Anthony Gordon now on the high road, looking at the high road, looking down! Oh my word! Tear your hat off! It's something special from a magnificent player. He just kept on gathering and gathering momentum. And the Gordon gash through the heart of Ipswich. And 2-0. He went left to right, he danced and jigged to the Newcastle beat and roar. And a certain roar comes from the Newcastle Adoring Fangs to make it 2. He's the best winger in the world right now, when you've got the best striker in the world paired along with that. It's not too shabby. Maddison. I think last season Gordon was overshadowed by Lookman compared to how good he was. This season, he's on a different level. It's Harvey Barnes. Well, he's still a brilliant player last season, Gordon. He was probably one of our best players still. I think Lookman just overshadowed him a little bit at times, and he would get more assists than goals. Gordon this season, he's really turned it on. Lookman, he was sharper to the ball, sharp to it. Gordon is just sharp enough. Barnes, almost the pick of the bunch. Gordon's brace has got Newcastle steering here, and the pressure remains persistent. Oh, Gordon's got to be careful there. If we can just hold the 2-0 lead to half-time, I think we'll have this game pretty well. However, Ipswich have a rare attack here. Burns, watch the man in the middle and you'll be all right. It's Trent's ball. Maddison just waywarding out. Him and Trent have had a brilliant debut season. Lookman, it's Harvey Barnes now. Keeps it in and keeps an extra touch to it. It's floated away, but only as far as Maddison. Gordon does really well to retain that. Guimaraes asking questions, asking more than questions, and then rattled out. The touch from Van der Ven is pretty solid. Newcastle always looks so composed on the ball. Here's Gordon looking to rush clear again. Pillaging. Wow, Ipswich just trying to get something right at the end of the half here. Saved by Pope. The first save he's had to make, but Newcastle got toyed with there. We have to be better than that, boys. Come on. But we have defended it well up to this point. Defend this. Oh, it's Pope just about smothers his frame in the way. And 2 decently important saves right at the death of half time. And Newcastle retain their 2-0 lead. And they're in a comfortable position right now. They haven't been battering Ipswich, but they've certainly been the better team. Just too far from Gordon. Hall couldn't reach it. Every time Gordon gets the ball, you think, oh yeah, this is special. Same with Lookman actually. Oh! Marder, Lookman's turn to get a yellow. He's won the ball back straight away. It's Lookman. It was almost something special. And then it was cleared away. Trent. Barnes. Nice vision. Maddison! Oh yes! Oh yes! The number 17 has got another one to add to his legend. There he is, like a dart. Goes in fantastically, makes it 3. And makes Newcastle an almighty comfortable position at this point in the contest. Ipswich undone, the rain continues, but Newcastle all smiles. Oh, lovely. It's a lovely pick out. And of course, Maddison and Tonali Guimaraes, that midfield 3 just can hit a ball from anywhere. When he's got a shot like that on, you know he could do something. Barnes, Guimaraes, Barnes, is he onside? Lookman! He wasn't, he missed it anyway. Lookman pressing again. He did miss a few guilty chances against Villa. He did score against Everton twice. Help us through that game. Barnes. Lookman. Gordon. So about remaining.
Right, I'm going to the doctors. I'm sure mum and dad.
Newcastle are doing pretty well at the moment. Paul has to be really careful, because if he got that challenge wrong, he would have been off. I do see my players sliding in quite often, but it's the determination they have. And good defending going on here. Burns against Botman. Burns just being half-sighted by Botman. Maddison, who is swerving. Hall just has to be diligent. Trent has to do even better. And Ipswich, if they lose the ball here, they'll be in a bit of bother. However, they're doing pretty well to retain it. Lovely by Guimaraes. Lovely from Trent. Barnes. All chasing that one, but he wasn't going to win it. Tonali chasing it as well. Burns has got a bit of room. Van der Ven. Penalty. It's a penalty, and with 20 minutes to go, Ipswich with a bit of glimmer. A poor penalty from Van der Ven. I think he goes down too late, and he could just put a jeopardy on Newcastle. It's in. As it stands, 3-1 with 20 to go. Not panic stations yet, but I think Newcastle to wake up. Ooh, slips will find his target. Newcastle, all they have to do is don't do anything stupid. Anthony Gordon going flying in. That is brilliant. That just shows the determination and the winning mentality this team have. Didn't need to go for it, but he set Ipswich back. I thought that was a good challenge, to be honest. Newcastle have slowed down in the second half, and it could be costly. Oh, it's fucking 3-2. 3-0 down, and Ipswich have clawed it back to 3-2. What are we witnessing here? What are we doing? We did it against Slavia last stream. It's been a good game for Newcastle, but this last 20 minutes, they've just let Ipswich get back in this game. It's quite obvious, but they can't afford a... Ball swings it in. Newcastle have to be very careful now. They do not want to give away a 3-goal lead, because they have to be careful now. They have to be really sturdy. Maddison. Lookman. It's a treat for him! It's just normal for him though, isn't it? Brilliant! And he's hit number 30 in the Premier League. Often shines, often comes up to the task when called upon, and that is an absolutely wonderful finish. He's sealed the game. He's had a lack of service in this half, but when he gets it, he's unstoppable. Now Barnes. Gnarly. Madison. Gordon, what's he doing? Oh, he's trying to go to Lookman. He's won it back now. Lookman! Oh, yes. Oh, he's just something special, isn't he? Him and Gordon are an absolute divine species of playing football. He's got a brace in a matter of 4 minutes. He's won the game. Gordon's brace, Madison's third, and when Ipswich were piling the pressure on, Lookman makes super sure he finishes the job and restores eventually the 3-goal cushion to finish the contest 5-2. And Newcastle just at least retain that 3-point gap depending on what Arsenal's done. You can be quiet in games. Not today. Not. Next game is probably the hardest game of the stream if we don't play the City game. Chelsea at home, probably the toughest opponent we have in the Prem. We are at home now, which is an advantage. I just need to see if Arsenal won, drew or lost their game because it's crucial in the title fight. Arsenal won their... Oh, wait. Now that's reassuring. Arsenal must have drew their game. They're only on 63. We're 2 points above Arsenal. Meaning if we win against Chelsea, we could go possibly 5 points above Arsenal, which would be absolutely crucial. You could go back to what we were before the Liverpool game if we win this. It does mean we have a slight bit of wiggle room to draw or lose this, but obviously, and if we do that, it still has costly consequences in the title fight. Alanga's back today. We're playing against Chelsea at St James's Park. Last time we played against Chelsea in the league this season, we drew 2-2 at Stamford Bridge very early on in the season. But yeah, it's a big game this. Massive game, because if we can beat Chelsea, we can go 5 points clear at the top of the Prem. If we draw or lose, it feels more like a missed chance, and it feels more like a slip-up. But that's the difference between winning and losing. But Newcastle's 5-2 impotent win against Ipswich was crucial. And Chelsea not an easy team to play against, so we need to be at our best today. Langa's back today. He's going to go steaming early on. Yes, early pressure from Gordon. Caicedo, Palmer, he looks to be the main threat tonight, let's be honest. Van der Ven's going to have to catch Gittins. He's obviously going to catch him. Oh, it's in. It's in. I don't know what I'm watching. Moses Caicedo puts Chelsea in front. Only 5 minutes in, and I don't really know what to say about that. I paused the game because I generally don't know what I just witnessed. How has that gone in? It's so... Look at this. Who's on Moises Caicedo? He's free as an aeroplane in the middle of the pitch. You're just like, hit it, son, who cares? He's the best striker of the ball for Chelsea out that far, and you've given him that much space, and we've gone behind early on. Crucial in the title race. Let's hope it's not crucial for the game. Lookman and Gordon looking to respond, looking to stay bright. It's a really good block. Caicedo wasn't let out 10 minutes in. It's an early dent to Newcastle. Not one that they'll rest on though. Lookman, Tonali can hit him. And I think luckily for Chelsea, stopped from doing so. Cole Palmer. You have to be careful now. Feshner. Palmer. Gittins against Trent, who's harrying him. He's keeping a close eye, keeping him honest. Cucurella. Newcastle keeping compact, all in their play. Cucurella given away. Van der Ven Basling at the bridge. It's Lookman, he can release his counter partner. He can release Anthony Gordon now. It's Anthony Gordon now. He just couldn't find the room to get a small enough touch. Guimaraes, Alanga. Adamada Lookman. Alanga! Denied by Sanchez at the near post. Trying to turn off the pressure now. It's a corner. Oh, Sanchez punches it. Madison, a devilish cross, is he on? He wasn't. Offside in the end. 1-0 to Chelsea. We've been the better team actually. But Chelsea have took their early chance. Oh, but lads, you're Chelsea, you don't want to be given Arsenal a favour, do you? Neto. Caicedo. And Palmer. You don't want him to get a shot away, you don't want Jackson to get a shot away. He might just get a shot away! Oh! Incredible reflexes by Nick Pope, he's furious. I'm furious how he managed to get the shot away. It's a big save to deny us from going 2-0 down. Palmer. Caicedo, he wants to hit another one. Maybe. Neto. Trent goes flying in, but he had to. Madison denied from finding... Oh, what a touch from Caicedo. It wasn't Caicedo, I don't know, Gittins maybe. That one's a bit far, and Gittins couldn't keep it in. But we're really going to see a test of the champions' mettle now. They're 1-0 behind. They've only lost 2 games in the Prem and all competitions this season. 1-0 behind against a valiant Chelsea side, so let's see what champions can do. Plenty of time left. They've been in this position plenty of times before, and many of those times have they changed it. Gordon, the captain, buckling it! Oh, Adamada Lookman just couldn't wrap enough power around it to beat Sanchez. It's good intent. Will Sanchez come for this one again? He will. Again he punches. Oh, I tried to avoid going to Adamada Lookman, just didn't want me to. Half an hour gone. I think we've actually been the better team actually, but we haven't been able to make clear-cut chances and key players on the ball as much as I would have liked. Chelsea just slowing down the game. Gittins. That's fallen kindly for Tonali. It's Adamada Lookman trying to spread his gas on. Trying to spread past Colwell. Trying to make it himself. Saved. Gordon. Anthony. Oh, he's offside. Lookman could have maybe drifted on a bit more before shooting. I was just about to continue when I realised the flag had gone up. We've certainly been the better team. That's a wayward pass from Neto, and this is where Newcastle can make it count. Lovely from Gordon. Oh! Space! Space that he can punish! Space! Oh, the captain's missed it! How has he missed it? Oh! And Palmer looking to punish. Not quite. Lookman, he's onside. He's released here. Anthony Gordon! No, it's saved again. Chelsea ungathered. This one keeping slightly away from Sanchez. Van der Ven! Off the line. A corner goal, almost ours. All those chances. As it stands, as it will stand for half-time. It's 1-0. Moises Caicedo, 5th minute goal, followed that a barrage of Newcastle half chances, but Sanchez all the goal denied. Let's go. This second half is going to be a massive test, a big test, a crucial test for the title and the league. For Newcastle to lose, draw, overcome. In their eyes, they want to overcome it. 5 points clear of Arsenal is the prize by winning. Staying 2 to 3 points clear is the prize for losing or drawing, but I suppose losing is not a prize, is it? Oh, Anthony Elanga with a super ball. He somehow chases that down, the Chelsea man. Yeah, Alanga's not going to do much of that. Oh, he's done more than I expected. More than I gathered. It's Lookman. Not most orthodox of wingers, but he's going to swing it in. Guimaraes battling. Gordon fighting. Madison! It was offside anyway. I gathered that with the advantage, but it's another sniff for Newcastle, and early on to raise the stakes. We've got to take our chances eventually. Newcastle are usually more clinical than this. 1-0 loss against Liverpool last stream. It was only our second loss of the season. It's the only other game where I've lost 1-0. Madison, Gordon. Paul. Gordon, little scammer! Oh, it's gonna be, oh yes! The number 11 rises highest and sinks the Blues. Wow, 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 you can just hear the noise teeming with life at St. Jesus Park. And it's another one of their special nights in a title fight. Gordon denied, Lookman pickpocketed of Kukureya, 1-1. And Newcastle's top scorer, tormentor-in-chief of the Premier League, the bully of the big boys, gets us on the board. No, he's looking to raise the stakes. He's looking to beat Kukureya. Lookman charging in here. Tonali denied. Palmer will sliver, but the win is still what Newcastle want. Still what they desire. With only half an hour to go on the hour mark. Botman did well diligently to block their coming from. Fabian Schär being sent on for duty. Like a soldier as you're in the trenches this. Give him a rise, he can hit him. He might hit it, he will hit it! Wide. And we're a bit lucky there because, let's be honest boys, it wasn't the best of defending. Pope looking for his man. He's found his man. And I know what Gordon was trying to do, but he's done well there, Gordon. Oh, did well, he just about got there. He denied the upcoming counter. Sandro Tonali. Kukureya denying him. Trent denying him. It's going to get a bit aggressive now. It's boiling up a bit, as it should do when a title race is on the line. Madison. Now Gordon, not the right option. And Chelsea looking to escape with Neto. If Chelsea go ahead again, and I'm not sure what we're going to do because they might do. It's an opportunity. Well, it's fuck's sake. With 20 minutes to go, this could be a huge twist in the title fight. Fuck's sake. Fuck me. I mean, if we lose this game, we'll still be 2 points above Arsenal. But it'll be a massive missed opportunity. It could be our only third Premier League loss this season. And it's heartbreak for Newcastle. There's still 20 minutes to go. But I don't know if today is going to be our day. Madison! Oh, Lookman! Oh, no, he's denied! You thought that was the moment. I thought it was the moment. Madison to Ben one! Yes! Oh, he's offside! He's offside. He's offside. He's offside. He's offside. Oh, Tamara Lookman, I thought he'd done it again. And with quarter of an hour to go, desperate chimes for Newcastle now. It really feels like do or die stuff. Just too far from Palmer, luckily for Newcastle. But they haven't got a lot of time here, Newcastle. Madison. Gordon. Denied by Sanchez again. Was Lookman with 10 minutes to go this time. Gordon. Is this the moment? Oh, denied again. We're going to lose this because of Sanchez. Fuck. It might be costly. Neto will race for the hills. Is the captain. This time! He saved us out of death! Denied once, twice, 3 times, not the ball! You cannot give him chance after chance! A massive goal on the Tyres race, 1 point more than none! Pressure is absolutely for Tyres! Adamada Luckman comes up to the rescue, comes to be a hero! And Newcastle will not be losing 3 competitive games this season, it'll stay to 2. They'll stay 3 points at the top of the Prem, not 2. It's absolutely glorious. And there's just... Is there just time? Is there just time? Surely they won't win it. Oh, it could have been, but it's not. Don't know if Gordon was onside or not. I don't want to risk it. Well, as it stands, Newcastle have, yes, they have missed an opportunity. They have missed a big opportunity to go 5 points clear. However, it's not, it could have been worse. We're still 3 points of Arsenal. We didn't lose. It was a tough game, that was a tough game. It really was a tough game. 1 win and 1 draw so far today with 3 games to go. That was not an easy contest at all. And in the 88th minute equaliser from Arda Lookman, it feels more like a win than a loss for us at the end of it, despite the droppages of points. 3 games to go, 1 win in the Prem, 1 draw, but it was against our toughest opponent. I don't mind that when you're losing that late on in a game. Oh shit. Oh shit. Alanga and Lookman are injured. What? Oh no. They're our best players. Oh flip. Oh dear. Oh no. Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that. Surely, boys. Well, they can. How long are they injured for? Oh shoot. Flip's sake. No. No, you can't be injured. No. Oh, the best striker in the world is injured. Flip. What did they get injured? Shit. That's not good. No. This isn't funny. Oh, how long are they out for? 17 games, 17 days, 11 days. So it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, but still. So 11 to 17 days. How long is that? How long is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so Ardamada Lookman and Alanga are only going to miss 2 games. And one of them is an FA Cup clash against Hull City. So it is not the end of the world. I know it's I think I can't believe I'm saying this, but they've gotten injured at the best time in some way. If they got injured at any else time, they've gotten injured through that February thing where there's breaks in habit. Now that's fine. If they're only missing 2 games. One of those games is an FA Cup clash against Hull City, and one of those games is a league game against Forest. That league game against Forest is important that they were here for, but no matter, it's fine. We'll deal with it. William Asula never scored for Newcastle under my management before, and Jacob Murphy will be taking the places. So 1 win and 1 draw from the opening 2 games of the stream so far. We have 3, possibly 4 games left. Ardamada, Lookman and Lang will be missing 2 of them due to training injuries. I hate when it happens. I mean, it would have been worse if it was Lookman and Gordon, because let's be honest, Gordon is the better winger compared to Alanga. But Alanga is still possible to. And of course, Ardamada Lookman, the best strikers in the world, is about to miss 2 games for us. He barely ever misses games. So, playing away from home in the FA Cup, this is another competition we want to win. We're already in the final of the other domestic cup in the form of the Carabao. But the FA Cup is certainly the more important trophy if you want to win. And yeah, we're going to try. We're missing Lookman and Alanga today, but luckily we're facing a bit of a lower side. Now the Emirates FA Cup. Still in the decently early rounds, but soon we will be progressing more and more. Newcastle are missing the best striker in the world, Ardamada Lookman, and a competent winger in Alanga, but William Asula and Wilson to replace them only for 2 games. Newcastle's 2 top men will be returning for the last 2 games of the stream against Fulham and City. And hopefully this one we don't need them to get through this clash. There's Murphy, Asula, Madison. Oh, just missed Sandro Tonali. You don't see him making too many of those runs. Oh, I was going to say brilliant from Botman, but lovely challenge. Madison's got to be a bit more on his toes there. McBurney. Down he goes. Down goes Pope. In goes Murphy. Oh, Gordon's missed it, and it's all a bit feisty early on. Botman. Guimaraes is fast enough. Murphy is as well. Osula. Gordon. Madison's playing striker. Madison's going to be in here. Oh, it's a beautifully. It's like a rocket, and it's steamed in for the ideal Magpie start. Hull City is certainly the underdog, and it's the point that's being drilled in with that early goal settling in. The pace on the transition, Asula, Gordon, Madison, that trio had brilliant link-up play there. Yeah! An impressive, impotent Newcastle flashy attack brings out an early goal. And James Madison hit that sweetly. Like I said, we shouldn't need Alanga and Lookman to get through this Hull City game. Van der Ven just missing out on the challenge. Got the taller man! Ollie McBurney denied by the left wrist, the Pope swiping. But I don't know how the cross was allowed to get in apart from that. It's got to be better to get that jump on McBurney, surely. Van der Ven just coursing across to poke it down and out. And Trent Alexander-Arnold's turn to get dirty. That was a throw-in. Tonali, Madison snarling. James Madison. Jacob Murphy now. Osula in the middle. Never scored for Newcastle under my management, as I said, because he barely gets a chance to. That's just how good Lookman is, and his counterpartner Altamada. Is Miller. Still Miller. Another cross in the box. Oh, has to be diligent. He is! McBurney's missed another. But boys, you have to be better than that. Why is there so much space for players like him? I'm seeing Hull City get quite a few numbers in the box. I know that. It's your job to counteract that. Osula. Gordon. He couldn't do the same trick as he often does. Madison. Osula pickpocketed. How good a second would be to Newcastle's FA Cup journey. Osula. Give him a rise. It's parried away again. He's smashing it up. Trent. Murphy. Osula. Gordon. William Osula does get one. Does get one so superbly. Just trickled in and out off the inside of the post. And oh yes. Newcastle not being mercy. They bring aggression, they bring unforgiving passion, and it makes it 2-0. Hull City being picked out one by one. And a good moment for Osula and Newcastle. Lookman's replacement for today. Big shoes to fill in, but he scored a goal. And that's his job, is it not? Now Osula. Can't expect miracles, can you? Trent, so good. So sharp. Brilliant. Brilliant from Madison and Osula. They'll go again. It was actually Gordon, not Osula, sorry. Madison's got to be careful. No advantage given, no card. Derby has got to be careful. We don't know Hull City getting one right at this point. They might. McBurney's third chance. But he finishes it 2-1. They're back in the contest. I've got to say, McBurney was eventually going to get one. Just got to be careful now. Lovely challenge by Botman. I'm going to say if the ref gives that one a foul, I'm going to go ballistic. Here's Murphy. William Osula! Denied because of his own touches. Oh. In Botman goes. Out comes Madison, up goes the green and white shirts. There's wingers, there's attackers, they're begging for it. It's Murphy. It's deflected and Gordon will fancy that and give a rise. Jacob Murphy, oh, it was begging to be tapped. It was begging to be tapped, then it's a corner. Van der Ven away. Half time, Newcastle taking that 2-goal lead through Osula and Madison. But McBurney's few chances and eventually his goal has kept Newcastle on their toes. And the FA Cup still in the balance. There's Madison now. Gordon piling through the pressure! Oh, lovely! Right through the heart of Hull! And they were ramping up the heat there, Anthony Gordon! Gets Newcastle's 2-goal cushion right at the start of the second half. They came out in third gear and they look to put a stampers point through Hull. It's brilliant from Gordon. I was going to say the positive thing that I can get through these 2 games without a Langer look, but it just shows how good this team is. They don't need stand-up players always to get through games. 3-1 and Newcastle, I think they want to finish this game, to be honest. Full kindly for Osula after Gordon seemed dispossessed. The touch from Gordon was the heaviest touch I've ever seen, but I'm sure he'll have another go. I thought that was a good challenge by Hull. coming forward here, Hull City. There's a cross in the middle. That's Trent's ball, surely. He's done well. He's just forced Miller back temporarily. But he'll have to come inwards again. The captain. Oh, it's wide. Goes the begging from Joseph. I gotta say, we have been open at times in this game. It's a brilliant ball from Madison. It's a brilliant ball from Botman. It's Murphy. Rice nets it in there. I can't believe Madison was denied. That would have finished the game. I've got a few numbers here, Hull City. We've just about stopped most of those numbers, to be fair. Bruno Guimaraes does so well. Smashes it against Miller. Trent. Lovely ball. Gordon. Oh, underdone! What a save! Super Pope! Brilliant Pope. The vital save to keep Hull City at bay. They might have another one. Out towards Asula. Scampered towards Anthony Gordon, and away goes Gordon. Flying goes Gordon. In goes Gordon. He'll wait for further support. He'll wait for Murphy. Oh. The fact that everyone missed that is quite laughable, actually. Joe Linton coming on. Joe Linton chasing that. He's got height. We all know that, though, but that one's gone straight out. Newcastle, I think they have this game in the bag, unless something really silly happens later on. I mean something silly. Oh. Gordon. Oh. Tried to find Joe Linton. Couldn't find Joe Linton. Really good from Trent. It's such crucial. That. Joe Linton harrying Hall, carrying the charge, carrying the fight. He's offside, I think, Gordon, because he went a bit early. Yeah. Plenty minutes to go before Newcastle have overpassed 1 out of 2 games of Lukman Alanga not being in the squad. And into the FA Cup round 5, I think it is. It's hit Trent and might be a free kick. No. Van der Ven's chip floated. However, it only allows Hull on the ball. Oh! Another chance! Goal! And Hull City have weaved their way back into it. It's a really poor free kick. It's such a silly, needless giveaway. What are we doing? Sorry. Why? What's the point? What was the point of doing that? I've got no clue, to be honest. What you've done is gifted him away back in the contest. You don't want this going to extra time, not when you've subbed off players, not when you've worked so hard to get into that 2-goal lead, not when you've defended well for the majority of the game. It was a needless goal to give away, but now the pressure is probably on Newcastle. Maybe one more goal to sweep it up. Yes, 100%. Joe Linton wants to do that. Anthony Gordon, can he find the gap? He can! Oh, yes he can! Why did I even ask the question? That begs to answer. Anthony Gordon sliding away. All out. Newcastle will be progressing. Oh, the break was so quick, and he just waited perfectly, Joe Linton, for Gordon to carry the momentum and get further up the pitch. Allow him to break forward. Newcastle retain their 2-goal cushion for the 3rd time in this game with only 7 minutes to play. Joe Linton, Tonali. And well, Tonali, Gordon certainly the stand-up player on this pitch without Lukman. He's going to go in here. I think he wants Asula to get it! Oh my! Football like this is just brilliant. And if there was any remaining routes, Newcastle have settled the settler. Gordon rolled it across and he couldn't miss, could he, Asula? Here's the maiden day 2-goal Newcastle game. And in the end, this has looked like a pretty enjoyable contest for Newcastle by the scoreline. Asula. Credits to Zanali, who won it back, by the way. And of course, Anthony Gordon. Van der Ven might have hit his hand. He's in here anyway. Oh, saved by Pope, and again. Newcastle end the game 3 goals ahead when they were hanging on to a 1-goal lead at one point. One more header from Trent, one more dash from Guimaraes, and the final whistle from the ref. It's brilliant stuff. Newcastle have won 2 and drawn 1 today. Man, my hand never going down. Fourth game in the stream, 2 wins, 1 draw. This one back to the Premier League action against Nottingham Forest away from home. This was the game I was worried about missing Arnemada Luckman and Anthony Elanga, but still plenty of quality on that football pitch to win that game. Newcastle still sit first, still sit. Can you stop the flipping unexpected events, please? Oh, flip's sake, who are we missing now? No one, don't know about. This is a big game, this one. You don't want to let this one slip up. Harvey Barnes and Asula replacing Newcastle at the City Ground against Forest in the Premier League. They lead the league by 3 points, I think. But that leaves, let's be honest, boys, that leaves very little error for margin in this game compared to the Chelsea game where the draw was probably just about satisfacial after the 88th minute win, draw from Luckman. We don't have Luckman today or Elanga. Plenty of quality against this Forest side. It was actually last season against Forest where we won 4-3 after being 3-2 down in the 89th minute, and Elanga Brace, who's not here today, won us that. Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, roni, chilling with my homies. Newcastle still top in the title race, but the pressure's still on them as they look to escape from Arsenal, who are 3 points behind them. Missing Luckman and Elanga just for this game. Arsenal 3 points behind us, so this game is massive. It is vital. It is vital. Gordon, everyone's going to look through tonight. Look for tonight. He's a threat, isn't he, Gibbs White? Tonali pressing Gibbs White and almost stopped him. Barnes. Asula. Barnes. Still Harvey Barnes. Just couldn't get the cross in. Richards flying across. I think he should have got it in earlier. That was obvious. Trent's now going to have to chase Dharma quite obvious he's going to turn, wasn't it? Trent's read it, and now he's going to harry him. The ball didn't go out according to the referee. Botman's there. Just about won by Barnes. Gordon. Not quite on the same wavelength of Asula. Pressure for tyres. We have to keep Arsenal bidding behind us and keep them at bay. To do that, they can't drop any points here. Hutchinson. A flawless challenge. Tonali edging out. The midfield two combining. Anderson trying to pressure it. It's Barnes now. Wait, who's that gone to? I'm not sure, but it's a sloppy piece of play from Newcastle. Tonali gives what, edging it forward. Hutchinson. Botman trying to keep him at bay. Hutchinson, what a threat he is. Oh, almost from Anderson. But boys, that's so easy for him to turn past you there. You've got to be more aggressive. You've got to show that you want it more. I mean, the champions yet to flicker into gear. Almost 20 minutes in this game. Their play have been slow. It's been lethargic. It's not been the same. And we need someone to step on it. And we need someone to add a bit of quality, whether it's a chance, whether it's a cross, whether it's a run, or a set piece. And Asula might have just delivered that. He's got Gordon on the front foot, which isn't a bad idea. Brilliant. Post distant from Anthony Gordon and Newcastle. And that is flicking into gear. But I think it's more than flicking into gear. A fire's just caved down here. William Asula waited it properly. Gordon tormented and teased his way inside and buckled for us to the very limits, and the door came caving down with that strike. What a goal. Just another of Anthony Gordon's brilliant flicks of quality that he so often provides. Asula. And now Barnes. That's probably one of the worst crosses I've ever seen. Gordon is never going to get to that. It's 1-0 to Newcastle, despite that being the only thing they've done in the opening 25 minutes, but I did tell you the momentum needed to be changed with something. Gordon, Asula. Asula fancies himself for a second now. Asula. Madison hit it. It took a few deflections. Hutchinson. Gordon and Botman are undecided. Right, Des? What'd you say?
It's like getting into hell in my game.
Ah, that's a shame. Opportunity to Forest. They're just pondering us here. 1-1. Anderson. I just switched off and Newcastle switched off and they're punished to the highest. I've got to say, a challenge should have been coming in there. I think it's completely deserved though. Barnes is just trying to find anything. Newcastle have to do it all over again. It's a poor pass from Gibbs White. It's fortunate for Newcastle. Barnes. Will Asula. Asula. Don't know where Barnes is going. I hate to say Alanga wouldn't have done that. He is on the bench if we need him. It's not recommended considering he's still just slightly recovering. Asula looking to pull the same trick off again. It's Anthony Gordon. Is there anyone to apply? White blocks it. Trent to take. Oh, Van der Ven wide. Wow, almost another set piece goal. But not quite. There is Van der Ven winning the header as well. Barnes winning the fight. delivers the beauty. Oh, Trent. Oh, he's in! He's in! Hudson-Odoi! Massive block by Mickey van der Ven, and then a crunchy challenge to Show's boss. That is sensational tracking back from Mickey van der Ven. The only centre-half that can make a challenge like that in this league to deny. Forest sitting in the front. As it stands, it could be a more droppages of points. Newcastle need to switch on. Wow, lovely pressing by Madison to get Newcastle starting with the ball. Yeah, he fancied it, didn't he? You don't blame him. Botman with the sensible thing. Let's what he's doing. I tried to go to Harvey Barnes there, but the captain with a rare wayward pass. And Forest looking to be menacing, looking to be strong. It's in. Fuck. Well, Newcastle's ship is crumbling a bit here. Newcastle are feeling the heat. May I dare say it, they might be feeling the Arsenal pressure. As it stands, Forest are beating them as it stands. Arsenal may be level with them at a point if it stays like this. Times like this where you miss Ardemada, look, when Newcastle need to dig in deep here if they want to win this. 2-1 behind. Gordon persistently driving. Oh, 2-1 down. And it's not the early stages of the game anymore. We really have to dig in deep. We have to, I mean, like I said in the Chelsea game, let's see what champions are made of. It's Hall. Oh, Sola! He might have just made himself a Geordie hero. Hammered it in for a bit of hope. His first Premier League goal for the Magpies is quite something. Do not disregard the noble piece of play from Lewis Hall. 2-2. They have dug in deep for a bit of diamond in the rough. And let's see what will unfold now. The Newcastle comeback. It's not the first, second, third, 10th time they've made a comeback under my manager. It's more than that. Here's Trent. Gordon, Hutchinson, Botman. Gordon's gone the wrong way. Madison struggling. Newcastle struggling a bit now. Hutchinson. Botman absolutely carrying the fight on the hour. This game could go either way. It is absolutely a pinnacle game in this title, right? It feels. Anderson. Oh, Murillo just got a flick. And with 30 minutes to go, Newcastle's top players need to start shining now, or at least soon. I think we should stop playing those passes now. We need to keep it simple now. We have to at a point in the game like this, when chances are rare, goals are crucial, and scorelines are even more vital and consequential. Pope comes. Don't boot it, go short. Madison, Gordon, he might be set off again by Asula. He will be. This is his territory. This is him. The captain snarling forward. It's the captain. Where's he going? Trent! He's battling. He will not be denied. 20 minutes, that's all it is. It's not a long time. It really isn't long for anything. Which is why it's getting tense, if it wasn't tense already. Asula. Gordon will harry them forward any way he knows. Tonali. Barnes. Oh, it just slipped under Gimrise's toes. We might need to bring Alanga on soon. Whether he's fully recovered or not, the title's on the line here. Can we really afford to drop more points? I don't know. I don't want to find out. Anderson! I think we just about stopped them. Gordon, Asola! He's charging up here, Gordon! He's in the goal! Go! On they march! On they harry! He's lost it. Ah, he's lost it. Cheers from the Forest fans. Asola. Not long left, certainly not long left. You can't get any more tense than this. Asola, Anthony Gordon, Bruno Guimaraes, Harvey Barnes! He's absolutely made history. Pin a statue up, give him the wages, give him anything. He might have just scored a pinnacle goal in the title fight. Harvey Barnes, you absolute legend. Arsenal hide their deep and dark skulls. Newcastle might have just saved themselves. What goal, what crucial mark, I mean. 87th minute. It's his first goal in the Prem this season. He might have just written his name in the Newcastle history books. The champions doing what champions can do. They just dug in deep, that last opportunity. We didn't need to bring on Alanga either. I trusted my players. I trusted the determination to get back in the game. And we've done that. Advantage played with barely any time on the clock left. One back. Asola. And this is Anthony Gordon! Saved by Matt Sells. We're entering pure time of injury time. Surely Newcastle have wrapped this here game up in the most dramatic late style, in the most magpie marvellous style you've ever seen. Getting a comeback, getting a late goal for an unlikely source of Harvey Barnes. We just have to hang on now, but it's just what Newcastle do without looking at Alanga. They dig in deep, they find a star, they find a way, they find a moment. And they will stay 3 points clear at the top of the league ahead of Arsenal. 3 games and 1 draw today. Just at the corner now. Now that was a disappointing corner. Forest looked to spare, but there's no time at all. Da-na-na-na-na. Newcastle just about edged Nottingham Forest at the City Ground. You win 3, they draw 1. They say you win some, you lose some, but Newcastle can't seem to lose at the moment. Playing against Fulham away from home now. And maybe the last game in the stream, we'll see. Alanga will be fit by the time we come to this game. I don't know about Luckman, he'll be teething on the stroke of being fit if he's not already. But Newcastle have dealt with those 2 games of injuries. And they've dealt with it so well. 17th place Fulham is the game to come. We still lead 3 points at the top of the league, but that just shows how crucial winning that game instead of drawing or losing that Forest game was. Lookman still injured. He's to return in 2 days. A head injury. A head injury. Now, do you play him? Might start Luckman. We will. Playing against Fulham away from home at Craven Cottage in the title fight. Aye, aye, aye. Give me the wah. Give me the wah. Still a must-win game. Every game feels like a must-win game now until Arsenal drop points. Armada Luckman, after being gone for 2 games, the same with Alanga, are back to play at the Craven Cottage. They want to make a statement on Fulham in their 5th game. Can they make it 4 wins and 1 draw? That's a poor free kick. Want it back though, Trent. He's lost it. I know. I wanted him to shoot, despite just about recovering. We'll see how perky Ardemana Luckman is. Oscar Bob. Botman has to go in twice. Rattled the bar from Salem. Newcastle just about sweat their way through it. Not sure how they got away with that. It was very unlucky from Fulham. 17th place Fulham almost causing us a shock. Salem. Trent just snarling down. Short option. Couldn't get past Van der Ven. Here is Van der Ven now, trying to bully forward, power forward. He's lost it though, and he's left us a bit shy at the back. He's just averting back now though. Bob, Kenny, Botman are brilliant. But Fulham are certainly the better team in the opening quarter of an hour because Newcastle haven't been able to get on the ball too much. And Fulham are just finding the right passes at the moment. Good pressing by Newcastle away for the majority of that time of Fulham on the ball. Van der Ven says, get the fuck out. It's the corner. The pressure is raising now. It's all at us, but it's not really. It's a tighter race game. This is where Newcastle can start feeding Alanga. The returning Alanga, that is. Looking for Gordon. Despite being 17th, the best attribute for Fulham is keeping possession. Usually the problem with Fulham is they don't do enough with it. And are prone on the counter, which for Newcastle is a dream for them to be done on the counter. Van der Ven. Oscar Bob! Wide. But boys, we have to wake up surely. Anderson, Gordon. Looking to turn out of danger. Bob. Hall wants to close that down before the cross is in. Oh, he's giving it back to him. It's in from Salem. Newcastle teaming again. Newcastle under pressure again. And for the first 30 minutes, Fulham have controlled the game and they have taken full opportunity for it. Salem Al-Darazi, and I can't believe what I'm seeing. It is so schoolboy stuff from Newcastle defending. Who the fuck gave away that ball? Just after the Forest game, it's a really big shock to the system. It's a big shock to the system because Newcastle are expected to thrash 17th place Fulham, but as it stands, it's Fulham who are looking to ramp up the heat and looking to remain on the charge. Newcastle find a bit of room with Ardemana looking. The captain goes trying to fly in. Salem's forced to run at Botman. Alanga. Luckman. certainly under pressure, Newcastle. The onus is on them to come back in this game. But for the first 35 minutes, Fulham have the majority of it dominated. I don't know why. I'm getting a bit frustrated. My patience is running thin. We get the ball, we give it away, and most of the game we don't even have it. Salam, 2-0 would be unthinkable. The unthinkable might be happening. Fulham looking to mount an impossible mountain climb for Newcastle to go to clear. They're controlling the contest. Newcastle are having no answers. They're having no answers. However, they do have a bit of an answer here through Gordon. Gordon! Maddison! Oh! Leckham saves it. Corner for Maddison to take. The drums go flying in. Lift it up. And Maddison. And Gordon. Try to roll it in. Tete out. Half time, 1-0 to Fulham. Newcastle win this position against Forest, having to retain themselves if they want to win 4 games, and they have to win this. So it's another game where they're behind. It's crucial they don't lose this. As I said, every game feels like a must win. This has been our worst game in a lot though. All the other games we've deserved to win or deserved to get a draw, whatever. This game we deserve to be losing, and what would you say that about Newcastle, do I? How often do you hear me say that? It's lacked urgency, it's lacked quality, it's lacked movement, it's lacked, you know, tempo. It's been all rushed, really. Anthony Gordon. Maddison. There's so many overloads. It's Hall. Clear from Lookman. Maddison, give a rise! Deflected and rattled away by Bussey. He's going to throw it in. Nowhere near Armando Lookman. A draw's not good enough, really. Bit of space for Bombabilo to run in here. Newcastle aren't always going to be the best team in every game, even if they're expected to be. They mostly are. It mostly does apply to them, but not today by the looks of it so far. Trent's on the deck. I've got to say, Lookman has had a pretty terrible game for his circumstances. I say terrible. It's not been bad, but it's been not his usual because he's still recovering from an injury. He looks slow, he looks lethargic. But now they spring the trap. It's Anthony Gordon now. He might still be there! Proves everybody wrong, including me. The champions digging in again. They're just looking for that comeback. They're looking for the gods to look kindly on them once more. And he might just be doing so. Back from injury, still not 100% as you can see by movement, but he's rammed one in. Come on, let's go on the hour, cometh the hour, cometh the man. Oozing with confidence. The Premier League top scorer, nothing can stop him. Not even an injury. And now Newcastle, can they do the unthinkable? It's not unthinkable for them and get a late winner. It's Armando Lookman now. They've done it so many times. They literally did it against... Forgot what team it was who we just played a second ago. Who was it? Forest. We've done it so many times in every competition. We've done it so many times. It's almost remarkable how we fight back in these games. We often come back from losing positions. We often get those late goals because of moments, because of quality, because of collectiveness, because of the champions wanting to retain their title. Well, let's see if they can do it again today. Don't know. I'm uncertain. There's only 20 minutes to go, so it will be a late winner if we are to get something other than a draw. Arsenal looking down, letting a few smiles. Well, that's deemed as a foul, but I thought Bruno Guimaraes was fair. Yeah, Lookman's just moving slowly. Ball's chasing it. Maddison to Lookman. Gordon, and look at the room. Look at the room. Alanga. Oh, he's ruined it. With quarter of an hour to go, the frustration grows, just like in the Forest game. Anything can happen. Can they do it? Can they dig in deep? Who can be the hero? Last game it was Barnes. Gordon has been lacklustre today, despite the goal. Lookman has been lacklustre. They've all been lacklustre. They find themselves on level terms. Oh, saved! Saved by Pope! How's he done that then? They were under Mount. And now Gordon looking to produce some quality. Arnemada Lookman. The noise increases. The tension at an all-level high in the title fight. There is 8 minutes left. Is there going to be any chances left? As it stands, I don't think so. Newcastle might be actually one of the off days. They haven't been good enough today in the attacking sense. Gordon has done so well to harry and to pressure. Been so poor from Newcastle tonight. I've been very disappointed actually. Newcastle about to drop more points in the title fight. There's 3 minutes left, not that. It's been so disappointing. 17th place Fulham, no matter if we were behind in the game or not. It is no excuse for dropping any points in this game. There are no excuses. The 90th minute, free kick to Fulham. The tensions are coming up to a high point. Newcastle might just be about to drop more points. Maybe one last run, maybe one last chance. Why have you blown the whistle? I can't believe that. That is so unbelievably poor, to be honest. That is unacceptable. 17th place Fulham. And we drop points. And it's just getting even more tense now. Deary me. Deary me. We've won 3 and drawn 2 today, so it's not the worst case scenario. But it could have been better. Oh, yes. Yes! Arsenal lost their game, meaning we are now 4 points above the Gunners. Despite drawing that game, we end up being on more points than we were before we started. So, actually, drawing was important. One more game against Manchester City away from home at the Etihad to play. One more game. Our 6th game of the stream. If we win this, it'll be 4 wins and 2 draws, which will be a pretty good stream. Only if we win this. If we don't win this, it'll be something like 3 wins and 3 draws, or 3 wins and 3 losses. No, 3 wins and 2 draws and 1 loss. But I wouldn't mind 4 wins and 2 draws. Newcastle playing against Manchester City away from home at the Etihad. One of the only 2 teams they've been defeated by this season, and away from home at the Etihad. If we can win this, we can go 4, possibly we can stay 4, possibly go a max of 7 points away from Arsenal. So despite drawing 2 games today, we came from behind in both those games, making them crucial points. And Arsenal have fumbled. Newcastle thought they fumbled, but getting those points were actually vital. Those 3 wins were vital. No matter what's happened this stream, if we win this, it will be ultimately a good stream. 4 wins and 2 draws. It will be a massive stream, especially if we can beat Manchester City away from home and go at least 4 points above Arsenal, possibly up to 6. Oh yes, I have to say it, 7. Lookman will be up to his peak form today again, but we are facing a colossive team who sit third in the league in the form of Manchester City, who beat us 2-1 at St James's Park, the only team to beat us at St James's Park so far this season earlier on. Can we get revenge on them? They were chasing us in the title fight last season. They seem to be out of it this time, but they can control what happens. Can Newcastle make it 4 wins and 2 draws and make it a good stream? Can Newcastle pull away from the Gunners? Can Newcastle get revenge against Manchester City? Can Newcastle win a massive title game? This is the hardest game in the stream. Lookman's back in form. Newcastle needs to be back in form after the upsetting draw against 17th place Fulham. It could be a classic. It always is when you're playing Newcastle, especially against a titan like Manchester City. Champions looking to retain against the former champions who know how to retain a Premier League title. I hope we're all certain of. Trent, Anthony Elanga, can he just get the follow through? He can. Josko Garviol's there. I think we're not going to get any breathing time in this game, are we? Jeremy Doku. It's Doku. He's trying to race past Mickey van der Ven. Oh, he's giving it back to Foden, Mickey van der Ven. It's so poor! The Etihad will fight to the end. City looking to hurt Newcastle. Arsenal, despite us drawing to Fulham, blundered, leaving us 4 points clear. Could have been better if we would have won our 2 draws. But we've won 3 and drawn 2, so you can't expect much more when we were losing in both those games. Plus, if we can beat City here, that would be 4 wins and 2 draws. Guimaraes, Elanga looking to dance early on. Maddison. Lewis Hall now, he just couldn't keep it off the toes of Llorente. It's smashed forward. Oh, Van der Ven's gifted it. Phil Foden now. Van der Ven says no, he's deeming it as a foul. And they'll be forced to go long. It's going to be a blockbuster, this could be a classic. We need our star players to show tonight. Lookman, Gordon. Oh, it's good! It's in. An early lead, Phil Foden. Desperately hurts the mood of the Magpies, and the Etihad go crazy. Focus, boys, focus! Focus, keep going. Listen, Van der Ven just needlessly clears it. He has to do better to clear his lines. He gives it straight to Phil Foden in a gaping goal. Plenty of time, boys. Come on, it's early days. Do not let that affect your will and your whereabouts. Keep going. Keep pushing. Don't let the early goal set you back. It's a poor goal to concede. It's a massive goal on the title fight. Newcastle. I've said this multiple times in this stream. Let's see what champions can do. Equalise against Chelsea later on. Equalise against Fulham. This is a different test. Anthony Gordon. He's just bursting here. It's Anthony Gordon. Oh! It went all the way! Oh! Elanga almost nipping it off the toes is Jeremy Doku. Up against the Scouser Trent, who knows how to beat City in a title race. The midfield three combining. Maddison. Hana's not playing today, I'm not sure why. Cherky. Phil Foden. It's Marcus Thuram playing in his stead. And he's going to get it here, Thuram. He's offside. Newcastle breathe a bit more easily. If he can come behind here against City, it will be massive. It's Gordon. It's Lookman. It's Lewis Hall now. Lookman! Oh! Donnarumma flashes! And switches sufficiently for Newcastle, upping the heat. Lookman just had a sighter. And normally those drop in. Maddison. Botman. Van der Ven. Stormed all the way through. And now Doku against Trent, who's holding more than his own. Phil Foden. Up towards Doku, who's going to keep Trent at bay. It's Germany. Doku now. Go on, Trent. Trying to show him down the inside and then the outside. Nico Gonzalez. Foden lips it in. Van der Ven there. Adam Lookman so sharp to breathe the danger and intercept is Anthony Elanga. That's Mickey Van der Ven keeping the rear guard, but in the end he probably should get back now. Doku. City will just keep possession and control the game. That's the bad thing about going behind City. You don't get many chances against them unless you're on your A game. Luckily for Newcastle, I think they are on their A game. Madison rolls it. Gordon just couldn't reach it. Just couldn't reach it. If he would have, then it would have been dangerous. Gordon will pressure. Madison will keep on pressuring. Pounding City. Thuram. Llorente. Paul Pope has to try and keep it. Does. He goes looking long for Lookman. Jeremy Doku. Phil Foden now. He turns past Tonali. Gordon's coming back to defend now. He's done brilliantly well. He's got a hold on the side to aim for. He's busting up. He's rampaging. Looking to punish City. Cherky gets back. And Newcastle. Foden. Oh, gifts it back. Ah, it's poor from Gordon, it really is. Our star players haven't been stepping up in this match. Lookman. Elanga. Lookman. Here's Gordon now. Madison! Oh, he's hit the bar! He's hit the bar! Agony. Absolute agony. For Newcastle United, who thought they had equalised. Now it's like Nuri. Last knockings. Trent Alexander-Arnold's on the chop. Massive moments in the title fight. Oh, he missed it. How has he placed it wide? That was the moment. He had to take the moment. Surely can't be missing. Agonising, crucial miss for Newcastle. They had overloads. It should have been 1-1. But now they've set up a mountain to climb. Now they've set up a massive task in this second half to overcome the former 6-time champions in the last decade. Newcastle, as the champions, need to try and battle back now. Gordon funded all the way through, but he was just fought. But if Newcastle could come back in this game, it would really sum up Newcastle. Good pressure on Donnarumma, but the actual attack came to nothing. Botman's header slightly poor. Cherky Foden just playing some cheeky 1-2s. Trying to slow the pace of the game down. That Trent miss could be crucial. Doku trying to run at Trent. We have to remain disciplined. We have to remain, well, plentiful. Here's Gordon. Here's Lookman. Oh, what are you doing? Take a touch. This is the rare mistakes from good players that barely ever make those mistakes that could be costly for Newcastle. Because usually that would have been a goal. Nico Gonzalez. Rodri. Trent harrying Foden. They retain it, Newcastle. Through Tonali. Gordon. Lookman. The captain's going for the heart of Manchester City! It's in! And what could be forthcoming could be magical. Mere brilliance, grit and determination and fight. The captain cuffs his ears and the Etihad shell-shocked into mere silence. Yes, Newcastle flicking into gear. They are obliged to fight back. They will not be outdone without a fight. Newcastle surge and euphoricness might be coming here. Denali. Madison. Cometh the hour, but will it be cometh Newcastle? Anthony Gordon is just being patient. It's a virtue. Pressures for tyres. Oh. Donnarumma scurries it up. Doku, he's going to run at Trent. He's going to run at Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's done so well. He's done so well, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Doku. Foden. Phil Foden. Trent says anywhere will do, really. There is 23 minutes to go. It's 1-1. Anything can happen. It's been a classic. But the pressure is high. The consequences even more. Newcastle need to dig in deep. Thuram! Phil Foden! And it's heartbreak for Newcastle United. They're 1 goal behind with 20 minutes to go. And I think it's a massive turner in the title. It's heartbreak, it really is. They've worked so well to make it 1-1. But in the end, it's Manchester City who might win this, but the pressure's still on. We can't give up. It's not over till it's over. Alanga. Newcastle. Doku. They want to finish Newcastle off here. Is he onside? Ah, it's not over until it's over. The captain digs in deep once more. This is incredible. Newcastle biting it back. The black and white Magpies are refusing to let this title slip through their fingers. They will fight. They will battle. Champions never die, do they? And what will happen in the last 8 minutes could be unstoppable. What could happen? Is there going to be one last chance? Cherki harrying by Gordon. Ruben Diaz. I just think maybe Gordon or Lookman might fancy it. Thuram. Cherki offside. Newcastle, 4 minutes left. Ball down the line. To win it!